Hey everyone, so we are at the last Choose Your Own Adventure in Lesson 5, Level 7. We're practicing using enhanced for loops with 2D arrays, and this last one is going to also involve the theater. And it kind of looks, I think it looks somewhat familiar to something we might have done a little bit earlier. So, ooh, man, look at this. There's an array that has social media objects as elements. And it appears that the columns, I'm looking at this 2D array of social media objects called social media data. And you'll notice that there, each row, so it appears that the first row is for year 2018, because each one of these is 2018. And then each column is a different social media platform. So it looks like Twitter, it's in column 1, Facebook's in column 2. Actually, I should say column with index 0, column with index 1, and column with index 2 is Instagram. And so looking over here, so they created the 2D array with those values. These are the number of social media users. And each row is just like we thought, each row represents the year 2018, 2019, 2020, and each column represents Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. So not bad. And so we want to get values by year. So in the social media class, we want to write the get values by year method using enhanced for loops to return a 1D array. We're going to return an array of social media objects that match the parameter of year to find. So in other words, if they give us, my guess is that if they give us the year 2018, we are going to return row with index 0. We'll return that first row. All right, so this could be okay. This could be okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So we'll go into the social media scene and let's scroll down a little bit. And here it is, get values by year. And there's a year to find. So we want to traverse the 2D array user data. And if the social media object's year matches the year to find, add the social media object to a 1D array and return the 1D array containing each social media object for the year. So we're going to go through every single element in that array. So what I need to do is I need to start with a social media um, array that will be I guess I should call this SOCMED equals a new social media array, and the number of elements, the number of spaces that are in this array that I want to kind of set aside is going to be 3. So I could just put 3 in there if I wanted to, or I could go like user data, and I could take the user data in row 0, the length of that. And so that gives me my empty kind of social media array that I'm going to use. And this is the thing I'm going to return when I'm done. So I'm going to get this ready. I'm going to return that, I inadvertently copy the null again. So that's what I'm going to end up returning when I'm done. All right, so let's go. Again, we want to go by enhanced for loop. So I'm going to go for, and these are social media arrays, and each row is a year by the year in the user data array. All right. And then we want to go for, and now we just have a social media object. So for social media object, which is, I will call this the social in each year. Now we're going to need to probably use this. There's probably got to get a get year method over here. There's get name, there's get year. So if the year matches, so if the the social media object that we are calling social dot get year equals the int that they're sending to us up here, this year defined. So I can use equals there because that's an int. If that's the case, I want to take this array. I'm going to go socmed at, ooh, so I don't know the column that I am in. And so what I need to do is I probably need to create an int column equals -1. And then every time I go through a new, well, that is a row. And this is a, so I think what I need to do is I need to set this should not be there, but I need to start my count over again every time. And then I'm going to go column equals column +1, because when I come into this loop, my column is starting at the left side, starting at 0 again. And so if I add 1 to that, it's going to give me 0. So that's pretty good. Got it. All right. And then if the social get year is equal to year defined, I want to set the socmed at whatever column I'm at equal to the, since we are going through the row, the social, ooh, how do I do this? The social media object, I think that's also in that column. I'm thinking through it because the social media object, yeah, I think that's what I want. I think that's what I want. And I'm going to return the socmed. That's good. And so let's go over, we'll find out. This is either going to work or it's not going to work. So let's go here. I'm gonna call the draw scene method with the 1D array a turn. So I'm gonna set a variable up for that 1D array, and that 1D array is the social media. I'll call it my social equals scene dot get values by year method. And then I'm going to go scene dot draw scene. And I believe that this is going to take the my social data from there. I have no idea. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's give this a try and see what happens. Yeah, so it does not like this. Oh, because it's not. I know what I needed to do here. So this is the error, but I should have used year. Because that's the social media object and it's the year. So I think that's what it needs to be. Let's run it again, see what happens. So get the, oh, year to find. I need to go back here and I need to, let's go 2019, see what it does. Oh, there you go. Now that went kind of quick. So let me go into that draw method and let me arrange the or because the pause is at 1. Let's make the pause at 5. And let's look at the array as it runs. Here's my array. And to make sure these things are all, and let's put in, I put in 2019, I think. So I think I put 2019 in. I did. So we should get Twitter is 1330, Facebook is 9736. So let's see what happens here. Twitter is 3020, 3030. Facebook is 9736 and Instagram should be 3586 and it is. All right, that worked. So we're done with lesson 5. We'll go on to lesson 6. And then we're just one I think 1 unit away to start kind of manipulating images, which I think is cool. So anyway, that's that, kids.